Hello, welcome to this short session. We're going to talk about fixtures this morning. This is a very important concept to understand when it comes to your studies for the common law test, okay? Because you're going to see some questions that pertain to fixtures. My name is John Enzing. I'm a licensed real estate instructor in both Louisiana and Florida. My specialty is to do one-on-one tutoring, okay, to help you prep for the exam. Help build confidence, get a better understanding of things you don't understand, and bring new ideas to you for content and test analysis, question analysis, all those things that pertain to try to get you to pass your test. If you'd like to schedule a session, you just have to log on to privatetutoringsession.com, privatetutoringsession.com, and book you an appointment, okay? Or you can email me, john.enzing@gmail.com, okay? All right, let's dive on into fixtures this morning. Now, what is a fixture? Well, we know fixtures are real property when they become attached. But before a fixture can become a fixture, it's personal property. For example, a ceiling fan that's sitting on the shelf at Home Depot is personal property. It's not permanently attached. But if I bring it to the house, it becomes part of that home. Okay? So now I'm attaching it and it's becoming a part of the home. That's called a fixture. Personal property becomes part of the home. Now it's called real property / a fixture. Conversely, let's say you're taking down a light fixture to put up a ceiling fan. Well, that's a fixture that you've severed. So the term is called severance. If I sever and bring down a fixture, I'm converting it to personal property. Okay? Now, we need to look at the legal test to determine a fixture by the courts. So decades and decades of lawsuits have been a real issue for the courts when it comes to deciding between buyer and seller what's a fixture. So here's a guideline for your test that you want to know, okay? The first one is agreement between the parties. That's pretty self-explanatory. The second one, what's the relationship between the parties? Another self-explanatory, okay? Now, where it gets into the courts having to make a decision is, what is the intention of the party placing the item? In other words, the seller is placing an item in the home. What is their intention? Is their intention to make it permanent or to take it down and take it with them when they sell the house? And that's going to be determined by the method of attachment that's going to be used by the seller. And I got some photos I'm going to show you. And the last one we're going to look at is adaptation to its surroundings. So the first two, agreement between the parties and relationship, pretty easy and well defined there. Where the courts really get into an issue in the decision making is what's the intention. They got to determine what the intention was, the method they used to determine that intention, and then adaptation to its surroundings is very critical, and we're going to show you an example of that, okay? Now, again, you go to Home Depot, you got a ceiling fan there in this living room. You go to Home Depot, it's sitting on the shelf in a box, it's personal property. You bring it to the unit, you put it up and install it. Now it becomes a fixture called attachment. Let's say there was a light fixture there before you put the ceiling fan up. Well, that was a fixture, okay? But by severance or to sever it, you've now converted it to personal property, okay? So they kind of work opposite each other. Now, let's talk about the courts and how they determine what's a fixture or not. Remember the five I showed you up there. The first one, agreement and relationship between the party. And then we talked about intention of the party. What was the intention of the party and the method they used? Remember those two. So here's an example. Let's say we got a homeowner here, okay? Now, let's say the homeowner on the left goes in and just wants to temporarily put a window unit. You see how temporary that is, right? It's plugged in and it's got the window's got a bind on the unit from the top. It's got the windows pushed down on the unit and the accordions are pulled out to keep the airflow from coming in. So how long would it take me to dismantle that, put it in the box and take it with me? Maybe not even 1 minute. I got to unplug it, lift the window, push in the accordions, and then I got a window unit with me. I can put in the box and go with me and close the window. It's not permanent, okay? On the other hand, if you look to the right, the homeowner took the glass out, put some type of external siding, cut a hole, placed a ledge, and permanently mounted it into the brick mortar, set the window unit on top of it. Now, this is more of a permanent. And so the intention is to leave it, right? So this is a fixture. If I were to remove the one on the right, I'm going to leave a big gaping hole. If I remove the one on the left, all I got to do is shut the window, okay? So what's the intention and the method they're going to use is indicative of how the courts will decide, okay? Very easy to decipher when you see it, okay? The last one is adaptation to its surroundings. Now, this is a very critical one. So you can see on the console, the white entertainment console, I got two receivers. I got a receiver and a subwoofer, electronic devices sitting there just plugged in. Well, it goes with the speakers because that's a surround around system. Because the speakers are permanently mounted, hence they're fixtures, that makes the two electronic devices sitting on the white console also part of that unit. Adaptation to the surroundings, that makes them also part of that fixture, okay? It's a fixture because it's a part of the surround around system. Another really easy concept, if you got a set of keys, if you got a key to your front door, the front door is real property, okay? That is considered a fixture, the front door. It's permanent, you can't move it. The key that fits that front door goes in your pocket or your purse, okay? So the key is personal property, it's not permanent, but because it belongs to the door to open and close it and lock it, it becomes a fixture as a part of the door adaptation to the surroundings, okay? Okay, listen, I hope you enjoyed the short session on fixtures. Again, if you need some help, you can go to privateturingsession.com, privateturingsession.com, book you an appointment, okay? Good luck on your exam. Talk to you later. Bye-bye now.